Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Gig Life with Lexi. Food delivery drivers take on more deliveries, but they're not seeing higher pay. Let's find out what's going on. U.S. drivers for third-party delivery apps such as Uber Eats, DoorDash, and GrubHub experienced a flood of orders at the onset of the coronavirus pandemic. As restaurants closed for in-person dining and patrons largely decided to enjoy their meals at home. Carry-out and delivery orders have surged, but the spike in demand for their services hasn't resulted in a windfall. More orders initially meant higher pay for many, but as more drivers joined the apps, competition increased and customers seemed less willing to sign for a tip. Drivers said services pay commission based on the cost of an order, but drivers said that many orders aren't worth taking without a gratuity. And boy, we know that to be true, right? DoorDash added 1.9 million new drivers between mid-March and September of last year. A spokesperson said, "I feel that there was quite an upswing in people signing up for these services." Nate V., a 42-year-old Uber Eats driver, said from Columbus, Ohio, "It's fairly easy to make money. You go out and drive when you want, stop when you want, there's no set schedule." Drivers said that they are making just as much money as they did before the pandemic, despite a surge in business. That's sad. "It's been better and worse." And this is kind of how I feel. It's been better and worse, said Alyssa J., 26, of Asheville, Ohio. "Drivers get more offers, but no one wants to tip." And as we know, drivers, tips are crucial. We depend on the tips. And this is what I wish more customers would understand this. A lot of times they think that the delivery fee goes to us, for example, when in fact it does not. Okay. Food delivery drivers for third-party apps are independent contractors who get paid per delivery, making their salaries dependent on the volume of deliveries and tips rather than hours worked. Most of the drivers contacted for this story said they work part-time, supplementing income from other jobs. A minority said they depend on third-party delivery service to pay their bills. Those are the drivers who said they struggle the most. And I could see where that would happen especially if you're working full-time as a full-time driver. Jones said she started delivering for GrubHub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash after her daughter was diagnosed with autism. Frequent and irregularly scheduled doctor's appointments made a full-time job with traditional hours impossible. And that's because she had to take care of this child. Those children are high needs, so they need a lot of care. "I couldn't work a full-time job with her appointments, and she needed extra help at home," she said. Third-party delivery apps afforded her the chance to work on her own schedule, but when asked whether she makes enough to pay her bills, Jones said it depends on the tips, but mostly no. Okay, so sad. Jones said she's often stuck working long hours now that customers are less generous, and she finds herself holding out for larger deliveries and bigger tips to make ends meet. Van drives for Uber and Uber Eats to supplement his income from his primary job. But when he was unemployed for several months at the height of the pandemic, the apps were his only income. "In an 8-hour shift, my goal would be to make a minimum of $100, he said. "But to achieve that, I would usually go past 8 hours, which I know a lot of you guys do. Past 8 hours of work time. Van earned enough to pay his bills, but it was tight." See, this is why tips are so important. By the time you subtract the cost of gas, car repairs, the wear and tear on your vehicle, everything else that goes into it, you come out making sometimes $10 an hour if you're lucky. And you know, and sure, it might look good having the cash up front, but what a lot of people don't know is we also have to pay our own taxes. So we have to put money aside, you know, to pay the taxes. But a lot of customers don't realize this. A lot of it, you know, is, you know, comes out of our pocket too sometimes, unfortunately. So, yeah, I wish customers would understand this, and I don't know what the solution is, but lastly, customer complaints seem to have surged along with food orders, drivers said. While drivers aren't financially liable if a customer says their food was cold or didn't arrive on time and asks for their money back, too many complaints can get a driver kicked off the platform. And we definitely heard a lot of this lately. This has just been in the news, and it's a horrible thing because everything that happens always ends up, well, it falls on the driver, which in fact it should not. So guys, yeah, let me know which app you're working on, and if you're experiencing this as well, let me know that. That's it for today, guys. I hope things get better for all of us. And if you enjoy this information I provide, please like the video, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Take care and drive safe out there. Have a great day. Bye.